that time of week again where we check out Luna Coin, perform some technical analysis and make some price predictions on where we could see Luna go in the next few days and weeks. Let's check it out. How's it going, guys? Ryan here and welcome back to another crypto video, and today we are checking out one of the channel favorite coins, Luna, which exists on the Terra blockchain. But before we get into that, guys, please remember to give this video a thumbs up if you do enjoy it, and subscribe if you want to see more of this sort of content. We cover crypto, stocks, investing and wealth management, so if that tickles your fancy, hit subscribe and turn on alert notifications. As well as that, I'd also love to know down in the comments section below if you are a Luna holder or planning to become one in the near future. So without further ado, let's get into some Luna technical analysis. As always, guys, welcome into CoinSpot. If you're looking to buy Luna or any other cryptocurrencies, there is a referral link down in the description of this video. But let's take a look at the Luna coin, and as you can see, over the past few days, it has performed extremely well, increasing over the past few. You can see we've had some really good volume right here where we saw a pretty nice rise in the price, and we peaked at roughly $8.66 Australian, which is fantastic, coming down from the low on this sort of chart here of $6.57. So basically a $2 gain, which in crypto terms is not too much, but given the overall state of the crypto market, that's awesome. We're seeing the price actually go up. I'm going to zoom out a bit, and you can see obviously we had been in a bit of a downtrend, and yes, this is the hourly, so I'm going to go to the daily chart to give us a bit better perspective on that. And what you'll see is something interesting. If you recall last week, we thought we could see a potential breakout occur. So I'm just going to draw the lines in to show there was quite a lot of consolidation going on. I'm just going to move this over here as it's a bit easier to draw. And then we want to take our next highest point here, which was at 1062, draw in the line, and here you have it. And that was fantastic, and is largely the reason for the rise we have seen. So just zooming in a bit so you can see exactly what's going on here. We have been downtrending effectively since up here, which was on the 22nd of March. Down. We had a few little bits and pieces where we saw potential, increases, but the Bitcoin crash affected us, and now we saw consolidation occur. And as I mentioned, this consolidation was tightening. You can see that through the lines. And I said within the next week or so in my last video, we were going to see something happen. And that has occurred right now. And zooming in, you can see exactly what this is. The top resistance point was actually broken, and you can tell that it was really broken by the fact that there was a larger candle than we typically see over the past few days. And that's because people are obviously seeing the trend has been broken to push through. And something that's interesting to see is obviously there was a bit of resistance that occurred right around here. So I'm trying to circle that candle there. This is today's candle, and it's forming almost potentially a hammer. And a hammer pattern is basically one which indicates we are moving in a bullish manner. So that is good. You can see that by the fact that we're sitting up here. That's where the open/close was at this point in time. Obviously crypto never closes, but we're sitting around here, but it did dip and it has recovered. So that is great news. It shows there's actually some strength within the coin at the moment from a buying perspective. So I'm really happy with that. Now, I just love to add in as well, obviously, to see where we're going, our key resistance points. Grab the trend line. I actually want to make it a bit thicker just so we can see what's going on. And I want to draw in a line effectively exactly where we are. And you might be wondering, actually, you know what, or should we take it down slightly? Yeah, why not? Let's take it there. And you might be asking, why are you drawing a line there? It's going straight through all the data. Well, that is exactly right. The reason it's going straight through all the data is due to the fact that this is where all the price action has occurred. As a result, something interesting happened. We breached this point today. So we breached 2 points of resistance. One in our consolidation, and then 2 from a horizontal resistance perspective. And what's interesting is we dipped back below it, but we're still maintaining that level at the moment. And if we can still continue to increase past this point, we now have a chance of testing our next resistance points. So this effectively will become our new support. And just so you guys are aware, where was our, I suppose, older support? Probably right about here. We saw lots of bounces and price action from this point. That would have been our older support. This was sitting at $6.90 Australian. Our resistance that has just been broken is at $8.16 Australian, and that has now become our support point. So where is our target based purely on price resistance? Well, let's start moving up and taking a look. I personally think we'll be looking at about something around this sort of region. You can see we've had price action across the board over here at this point, obviously here. And so I really think that will be our next point to test, and that point is roughly at $9.67. So we're not at the $10 mark just quite yet, but that is our next test. So what I'm expecting to see is as follows. I'm hoping we obviously see a bounce right here off our support today, go up for a test in the next few days, and I'm assuming we're likely going to bounce off that, hopefully roughly to the halfway point, and then we're going to bounce and potentially go straight up past that point, past the $10 Australian mark, which will be awesome. That is probably best case scenario. Worst case scenario for us at the moment is this support area fails and we drop back into the trading range that we were currently in previously. I don't think that's going to happen purely due to the fact that the crypto market seems to be performing quite well this week, as opposed to, you know, the likes of last week and the week before where we were in quite volatile times, but it's looking significantly better at the moment. I'm just going to add in some indicators in order to give us a bit of a clearer picture on that. I like adding in, as you guys are aware, our moving averages to see exactly where we're going. So there's the 20-day moving average. I'm also going to put the 50-day in as well in red. And what's quite interesting is we are seeing that this 50-day moving average is coming down to our point of resistance, our next target that we're aiming for. So that will be quite big. And something else to keep in mind is this 20-day is also flattening out, and we've actually breached it after this point. A lot of things happened right here, as you can clearly see, which is great for us at the moment. I'm just going to actually get rid of the 50-day so we can have a look here. So this point was critical. So many different things happened. Broke resistance, not only from the consolidation perspective, but also from the 20 moving day average moving perspective as well. So fantastic news. I'm hoping we start to see that increase now. I'm just going to chuck on as well the MACD, moving average convergence divergence. And as you can see, wow, that is pretty interesting. We've seen a golden cross occur here with the short term moving average cross above the longer term, and it looked like it was going to cross back down here, but it never occurred, and now it's separating once again. We're going to see an increase over the next few days. I'm pretty certain of it based on all the factors that we're seeing here. So keep in mind our target to test is roughly at this point, which is, you know, the $9.70 sort of mark. Australian dollars, guys, keep that in the back of your head when you're looking at these charts. Coin spot is Australian, so it's in Australian dollars. We're going to test it, and that is my target for this video. That wraps up today's lunar technical analysis. What are your thoughts on the price predictions that I've made? Let me know down in the comments section below, as well if you are thinking of buying Luna or if you're already a Luna holder. If you did enjoy today's video, remember to leave a thumbs up, and if you want to see more of this sort of content, don't hesitate to hit that subscribe button and turn on bell notifications. We cover crypto, stocks, investing, and wealth management, so make sure you get on board if you want to see more of that. But I'm going to leave it there, guys. I hope you have an awesome day. I'll see you next time. Cheers.